pressure washer. The complaint is that it runs for about 3 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and stops. Starts easy, no problems there. It has a new filter, which I will bring up later. But something I did notice is that is just oil that's on the side because it was tipped over. The oil is a little low. This right here, it's low oil cutoff. So what this does is if it doesn't see oil, it grounds it out. Now, when the motor is running, the crankshaft is spinning, obviously, and there's a little dipper that spins. And that dipper will kick up oil and kind of splash. I mean, this is a splash system, so it's not pressurized. So over time, that low oil already that's low will go even lower because it's spread out. So I have a feeling that's the problem. So I'm going to add the correct amount. There's very little in there actually, so to be honest, I'm just going to put it in. This in here is about 10 ounces. I think the normal one is like 16, 14, I don't know, check your manual, it should be there. And with these, it's a little hard to kind of tell exactly when to stop. Basically, once it starts to come out to the bottom of the oil level, that's usually a good indication to stop. That, not quite. Maybe just a dash more. And if it comes out, that's fine. Just make sure that you clean it up. And don't overdo it because, well, you'll be cleaning up a lot, but... Okay, so... that is definitely probably overfilled, but it's better to be overfilled than underfilled, especially on the this type of engine. If I could put it in, there we go. Okay. That's done. And that's just 10W30 oil. The container I was using says 10W40, but that was long gone. I just use it I buy 5 quarts at a time, and it's just easier for me to kind of gauge how much I'm putting in there because I rarely use a whole quart. I'll just pour it in there because it has a gauge on the side. Okay, so now, tangent time. I don't know if the person that designed this was just not wanting to care, or didn't care, or whatever, but look at this. In order to take off the whole assembly to clean the carburetor, I already have the other one off, but you take off the bolts, and look. You literally have to take off the whole thing in order to work on the carburetor, and that to me is just why? Why would you do that? Makes no sense. So tangent, but I'm going to go ahead and let this start running and test it out. Let me find the other bolt, put that back in, and good to go. So hopefully it's not a carburetor problem. If not, then we'll clean that. But I have a sinking suspicion that was it because that oil level is pretty low. Okay, so the fact that we're back here tells you that it was not successful. So, not the problem. What I'm going to do now is find it. There we go. Take off 3 of the bolts. I'll leave this one, but take off the other 3 so I can swivel it. Something I noticed though, it's very new. And the bolt, when I found it, was never really on there. And I had a really hard time even putting it on there, and it actually fell off with me just putting it back on the table. This is intake off of a Honda, and they're a little bit different. This is deeper than right here. So I'm going to do, I think that might be half the problem, but I'm going to still clean the carb. I'm not going to show that because I've plenty of videos on that. I'm going to put this on there and a Honda air filter to see if that helps at all. Be right back. Okay, finally, after a lot of swearing, questioning of life, I finally got it down. So what I'm going to do is clean the carb. There's water in it naturally. And then this bolt is actually too short. I don't think this is the right one, like I said. So what I did is I took another bolt. If you take a pair of vice grips and clamp down, or if you put two of these together in opposite directions, or two of these, sorry, then you can take out the screw, because there's no head on these, because obviously you're screwing a bolt on there. So, got that all done. The annoying part is there was a guard right here that I had to take off because the exhaust was in the way. And you can't spin it this way because it gets stuck right here. These little posts get stuck, so you have to take the post off or spin that way, or take off the little guard, which is that guard right there. So let's just say this is by far the most poorly designed pressure washer system I've ever seen. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this started and bring you guys back. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Okay, well, that appears to be it. There isn't like those little rubber things on the front, but the person that owns this doesn't really care, so it wobbles a little bit. Other than that, definitely like, subscribe, comment, and keep on watching.